18th Jan, about 3 o'clock in the morning, fourth and final night shift for this roster, and I'm pretty knackered. Didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to in the middle two shifts of my stint of 4 night shifts. So it was really a grind and really a mental effort to get out and do these runs on my break. But we got it done. Look, it's always hard getting there. But once I start stretching, once I start getting warm, and after about a K in, I generally feel pretty good, and I come back from these runs as well, feeling good and feeling a bit more awake, and it sort of carries me through until 7:30 when I finish my shift. But so yeah, look, like I mentioned at the start, I've got new runners, so this is the first sort of, I don't know, 35Ks each night, the first 20Ks that I'm using these new shoes for. And you know, like when you get new runners anywhere, there's going to be periods where you expect blisters, or you expect maybe your calves to be a little bit sore, or your heel, as your sort of foot is conforming to the shoe. So my calves were pretty tight, and sort of Achilles also quite tight, which is as expected. Don't have any blisters or anything. Shoes are very comfortable. It's just, you know, getting my shoe to conform to my foot, and getting used to running in it, and getting used to adapting it into my running style, which isn't all that great. I'm a shuffler when I run. Shuffler, very heel orientated landing when I strike the ground. Sort of more like what you see when you see ultra runners run. I'm very sort of pendulum-like with my arms. I sort of swing back with my shoulders a little bit too much. So yeah, look, it was a little bit tougher knowing that I had to use these new shoes and break them in. But all in all, like, Hoka, man, like these Hoka Mark 4s, what a beast of a shoe. You just, I don't know if it's just because I haven't had new shoes in a while or what, but man, it's nice to have a spring in my step. Definitely carries through into my running, and I think I can keep my pace quite consistent as well when I have new shoes as well, and you have that little assistance off the ground. I think this has got a carbon plate in it as well, if I'm not mistaken. Which I guess just translates to getting more out of your contact with the ground, and then spring and push off the ground into your next step. But look, did my normal running route again tonight, and I felt fantastic, and sort of marks out the year. It's been a year anniversary this lot of nights. It's been 1 year since I've decided to run on my breaks during night shift. And just reflecting on it and looking back at it, I think it's been a good decision for me. I was always feeling like I was lacking in my training and my fitness. You know, coming out of night shifts, I always felt like I lost quite a lot, and I would build myself up to a point where I was feeling really good, really strong, really fit, and then I'd hit my night shifts, and then all that work would be undone because 4 days I would do nothing. So adding this cardio, even, you know, light 20-minute cardio, 5K, not smashing myself by any means, has just allowed me to maintain it and keep myself fit, keep my body moving, and, you know, keep my heart strong, keep my cardiovascular system in check. Which is good, because then on my days off I can sort of focus on going to the gym and lifting weights rather than sort of having to catch up on cardio and weights all in one day, which can be a little bit taxing with this train every day program. And it's 18 days in now, and I'm feeling good. Like I said, a little bit stiff in the legs, but that's probably because of these new runners. I need to do a little bit of maintenance tomorrow on them as well, and do some exercises for my shins, especially. I get, you know, pretty annoying shin splints every once in a while, so I always have to go back into the gym and do some maintenance on my legs there, and a bit of strength training to help resolve those issues. But yeah, looking back at it, it's been a good year of this night training, and I think it's definitely made me think more resilient in one ways, to just knowing that I can undertake this task and have a task that is hard and I find challenging, and still managing to get myself up and motivated and keep disciplined as well in this routine. Um, so I think that's something I was probably looking for the most when I started doing this, was just having this discipline and not breaking this promise to myself. And there has been not one night shift in the last year that I have not run on my break, and I have not done 5K on for my break. So I think it was good for me personally to have that discipline where I couldn't back out on myself. And look, like, all my colleagues know this as well. So when I come back from break, I always get hit up. I'm like, did you run on your break? How did you go? And it's probably why I'm doing this as well and doing this video log. It's another way of making myself accountable. I can make myself accountable, but if there's other people that are asking me and trying to engage with me on what I'm training and what I'm doing, then that's just one more thing as well. If one thing is to talk to yourself and have a conversation between you and yourself about what you've done and how you let yourself down, but then trying to explain that to other people why you didn't do what you were going to do, uh, it's another uncomfortable conversation I think you don't want to have sometimes. So that's probably another factor that keeps me accountable and disciplined towards this. But look, that's enough from me. I'm recording this in the afternoon. I slept for about 3 hours this morning. I'm off night shifts now. I've got 2 days off, so I sort of come home. I go to sleep at 9 in the morning. I woke up about 12:30 this afternoon. So only about 3 hours sleep. But yeah, cheers, and I will see you in the next one.